This Soviet heavy tank in the 1940s, this model KV-1, was captured by the Germans and reused against its former owners.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So we have made it up now to Sumar. I think that's how you say it. And we're probably around about, I suppose, 4 hours now from the coast. But yeah, so why are we here then? Because there is a big tank museum here, which was founded in 1977, because it's basically the home of the French Army's Armoured Cavalry School. It's got over 800 armoured vehicles. They reckon over 200 of them are from World War II. So they focus on tanks from Germany, the States, Britain, France and the Soviet Union. They've got basically rare and preserved and still working World War II tanks. And quite often they actually do a reenactment and a show. So hopefully we can get to see some tanks in action today. So we're going to get out there and go and explore a bit of Sumar. Sumar? That's probably how you say it. And go and see some tanks.
Yeah, so this stop is on the little island in the middle. We get to cross the bridge to get here. Yeah, it's an alright stop. It's quite busy. It does have a public walkway all the way through it and a busy-ish kind of road. But it went quiet in the evening, so we slept alright. So I'll show you it quickly. It is very, very windy today. Hence the reason I've got my coat on. The weather has turned. We do get electric with this going, but we're not plugged in. So I think it's just 6 amp. And down that way, over there, is a river. That's the exit for the camping car park. And the entrance is right at the end of that road over there. But yeah, we will go down and show you that river actually. See the river flowing just through there. And there is a walkway or cycle path down that way as well. We were going to take the bikes out. That was the plan. But because it's so windy and we don't know where we're going and it could be on the road as well, even though it says it's good cycle paths around here, we just couldn't bother getting the bikes out and then it'd been all over the place. So I thought it was a lot easier just to walk. I think it was a 10-15 minute cycle ride, 35-minute walk. So it's good exercise for us anyway. I'm just following you today.
Yeah, I'm following Google Maps. We've got to come off the island anyway. So I think we're going down there where the bridge is and then we're going over into Sumar. But this is the island in between the river. Cameras are on. Keys are in my pocket.
Oh, it's getting a bit windy. Hair is everywhere. Oh, it's still quite warm though.
We're all locked up.
Oh, look at all the flies.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The joys of travelling through France.
So you sure Google Maps isn't going to just take us on the road?
I don't know. Maybe.
A view of the chateau. You might have to zoom that in a bit. We might get a better view on the way around.
Yeah. But that's literally looking out of the camping car park.
Yeah.
You've got a stadium here as well.
So we're crossing the road?
Yeah, we can cross the road. Let's go. Let's see if I can find out what the river's name is.
It's Loire.
Oh, yeah.
River Loire. I think that's how you spell it.
Loire.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest wine regions in France. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the chateau.
Chateau, yeah.
A different view of it.
You can't get it. You have to cross the bridge to get to it. Then.
We're still on the island at the moment.
Yes.
So we're going to head over that bridge.
Little remote control boat. It looks like maybe they're scanning the riverbed because the workers have got high vis on. Yeah,
a couple of high vis guys.
Yeah.
Remote control boat. So I don't know what they're doing. Common buildings. I love coming to new places and seeing their old buildings and stuff.
This is the first, I suppose, true built up area we've been to now, isn't it, on this trip?
Yeah, it is, yeah. A few bars and restaurants about as well. No.
Yeah, it's got a different atmosphere than when we visited Tours that time. I didn't like Tours, if I'm honest, but it's very similar.
So, because we missed some of the nice areas of Tours, we were right in the city.
Possibly, but then we're in the city here.
But it was our first experience. I don't even know if
this is a city.
It was our first experience, Tours, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is
France.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good atmosphere.
Let's come a little bit further down, and you've got memorial in the middle for a statue for somebody. I'll have to go and have a look in a bit.
Do you reckon that's a post office? Posties, telegraphies, telephones.
Yeah, probably. Just off the main town area. Still lovely looking buildings, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the same colour. Like.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Seems like a theme through
the
area. Still wearing his shorts. Refuses to put jeans on, even though it's windy.
Still warm enough though. It's 14 degrees today.
You're still on holiday?
Still on holiday.
Found a project if anyone is looking for one. Bit of a, what did you call it, Lee?
Do-a-upper.
Definitely.
It's got bricks in it.
It's like a nice cycle path or walkway down there.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, and it probably, I think we're meant to go down there. That's where we're meant to go on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. I was thinking this road, but actually it's walking down there. So that's ideal.
There's some steps there anyway, so we don't have to abseil off the bridge. We're all right. Just saying, glad I never brought the bikes out now because it's quite busy roads.
Yeah.
Trying to work out where you're going off Google Maps and concentrate on the roads is quite difficult out there. So we're glad we walked.
Yeah, so it was better because you can see a bit more. If we were just going to the tank museum and not wanting to see anything else, then maybe I would have biked. It's not that bad, but it is a bit busier.
Yeah, roads like this or paths like this would have been all right. He thinks it's in that building there, so I'll have to go and have a look.
This is it. It's a massive building and it's got to be if it holds 800 tanks anyway. So we'll let you know the price as we go and pay.
Darling, there's tickets to get in, I believe.
That's it, yeah. So that was how much for?
€22 for two of us.
€22, not bad really.
Get
it's
these
a big
little
museum.
Tickets.
Yeah.
And then that's
to go around. So there is 800 vehicles. That's 7,000 tonnes. On display, 220 vehicles are actually on display. Let's see if it's bigger than Bovington Tank Museum.
If you don't behave yourself, they'll have you.
Yeah, size of that.
I think he's trying to escape. It tells you something here. It says it's strictly forbidden to climb on the vehicles.
Well, makes sense. Makes sense. But looks like a French unit. It's funny how the colours, you know, we obviously were green and they're blue back then. Not very camouflaged. This is a funny old tank, look. It's a French one, I think. So it's French, yes. But look at the guns on the side. Must be able to move that turret like a ball.
First French tank to be engaged in combat on the 16th of April 1917. If you observe at the front, a vertical rail allowed the tank to break the barbed wire networks in order to open the way to the infantry units. So if you look at the front.
Okay. First, they've got all these little statues actually. I keep freaking out thinking it's someone looking.
I do as well.
Some old helmets and guns in there. That's a grenade. It's on a stick. Another cannon, 37mm cannon. And that's another French one.
It says this tank is one of the 5 FT sold by France to Afghanistan. The 2 big wheels located at the front are made of wood with a metallic belt. These wheels are mounted on the first FT for the metal was to be saved. In order to evacuate large numbers of wounded soldiers, the first motorised military ambulances appeared during the First World War. As an example, Marie Curie was using and even driving by herself adapted lorries to deploy her mobile radiological unit next to the field hospitals. So that's what that is, first field ambulances.
Oh. You've got arrows on the floor, so you can just follow the arrows. But this looks like a car type boat. Oh, it is. Look at that. It is a boat looking top half like a car. Cut and shut.
It's called a triple wagon,
Right.
produced from 1941 to 1944.
Now, I've never seen a tracked motorbike before. And that's what that is. Whose is it? Where's that? Is that German? No, what is that? Not sure what flag that
Originally
is.
intended for the civilian sector, this multifunctional light tractor, powered by an Opel engine, entered service with the German army in 1941. Yeah.
I mean, if you are interested in tanks, there's plenty here to see. It looks like they've got a whole range. It is good to see and how they developed through the years to the modern day tank. Now, I don't know if they've got any modern day tanks here, but we will see.
And these are all German ones.
Yeah, it's amazing the variety of them, isn't it? There's all different types for all different scenarios.
Look at the light guns in the middle. That's what they are, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all light guns, I would say. Well, that looks like some sort of pillar box.
It's called a Splitters Schutzel. German for shrapnel protection cell.
I suppose a sentry post type
Yeah,
thing.
put near strategic locations such as long railroad lines. Just saying, this one here, you look at the weird like camouflage on it.
Yeah.
It says a camouflage of the R35 was made by the museum workshop according to the tones and lines painted by Renault from 1935. After very colourful productions, Renault finally complied in 1939 with the new instruction, which allowed only two colours, green, grey, and brown.
I think cars have definitely grown. Again, look, there's a policeman, police car.
At least it'll stop your kids from asking for a lift all the time.
Yeah, it won't fit. And these boys are just chilling out on their tank. God, actually, even the motorbikes are tiny. Allied Checkpoint Charlie.
Produced in 1962, the T62 stands out for its powerful gun, a direct response to the increasingly well-protected Western tanks. Widely exported, it is still fighting in 2023, so when this was written, in the war between Russia and Ukraine. The example shown here was taken from Iraq troops during the Gulf War. So this holds 40 rockets.
40. Wow. Oh, you can
Yep.
see them all loaded on the back here.
Yeah. And it reloads itself, and in between 2 and 3 minutes, once they're fired, reloads itself and loads up 40 new rockets ready to be fired.
You know what this one is? This is the A22. This is the Churchill. Is it the Mark 5? By any chance?
Yes, no, 6.
Is it the Mark 6?
Yes.
Wow.
This heavy tank succeeds the Valentine and the Matilda as an infantry tank. As such, its protection was more important than its speed. It entered service in 1941 and fought for the first time in France in 1942 during the raid of the fortified port of Dieppe. This Soviet heavy tank in the 1940s, this model KV-1, was captured by the Germans and reused against its former owners.
Well, if you like your Harley Davidsons, there you go, nice colour green.
It's a militarised version of the W45 marketed in the United States. It was used during the Second World War. This is a Rice Paddy tank. It was an American amphibious vehicle that made it possible to land on the beaches of the Pacific Islands during the Second World War. After 1945, the French Army bought several versions, which it sent to Indochina.
And if you're into your motorbikes even more, or mopeds, you've got a Vespa, which looks like it was done by French airborne troops with an American M29. So just looking at this one here, look how much munitions it can actually carry. So all the, I suppose, smaller rounds to your big rockets, and all your rations and stuff.
This vehicle was the nuclear missile launcher of the French Army.
Wow.
The armoured vehicle did not transport the missile. It was delivered separately by lorry. The body of the rocket and the warhead were married up using the crane on the AMX-30 Pluton. You can see it on the upper right of the vehicle. That manoeuvre took 45 minutes. 10 minutes later, the weapon could be fired.
Wow. So yeah, you wouldn't want to drop that, would you?
No.
So you'd hope the crane works. So in here, looks like you've got engines. It's showing you as well what they've come out of. But some fairly big engines. I like the way they've got all the figures in there so you can reference the size of someone to the vehicle. Because that tank, I mean, you look at the size of that car, that Jeep, and then you've got that tank there, it's not that much bigger.
The strange vehicle appears in the Specialised Press in 1958, built by the British company Hunting Aircraft Limited. It must meet the needs of airborne operations, which requires the smallest and lightest transport vehicles possible. It was very contained, where it allows it to be equipped with a motorcycle engine, transported, folded on itself. The Harrier can be parachuted. Once to the ground, 1 minute is enough to put it in working order. Only a handful of these vehicles were ever assembled.
Size of that one. Look at the size of it. Let's put you next to the camera in reference. It's massive. The turret on that is massive. And of course, British. It looks like we've got a few more tanks. And then we are coming to the end because that's the shop. I haven't seen any information on the display. I don't think they've got anything going on today in that respect.
I think we saw where they do.
We see where they
them.
do the display,
Yeah.
but there ain't a display on. I think we're going to
Probably head out of here.
head out of here and go and have a look at a bit more on the walk back. What's the place called again? Sumar?
Yeah.
Something like that. If you want a toy tank, we've got plenty of toy tanks in the shop. Loads of different ones. Little change of plan. We're going to go back to the motorhome first. Well, it's about 2 miles away and it's raining. Even though I can feel the sun starting to come out. That's strange. But yeah, so we don't want to get too wet. And then we're going to go out for a wander later. So let's see if we can get back in good time.
I'm quite hungry actually, so I might have some lunch.
Oh yeah, we've got a lovely baguette to have.
That's if
we'll enjoy that.
Still soft, because you know what the bread goes like if you keep it.
Yeah, well we've had it
24
over
hours.
one night. Yeah, it should be all right. Nice bit of ham, tomato and cheese. If I zoom in, look at the, I suppose the castle tower. It looks to me in front there. But on the way back, this is taking us through a car park. But we've got about a mile to walk still. So we're just this side of the river, but the motorhome is probably just down that way somewhere. The rain is just easing off. But we didn't get too wet, that's all right. It was only spitting in the end. But yeah, that's like the island in between.
We're the other side of the island though, where the river is on the other side, aren't we?
Yeah, well that's what I mean, it's only a thin strip through that river. Plenty of properties on it though. Oh, there's the motorhome, looking all good. So, Ruby survived. To be fair, we've had no real trouble in France at all.
Just going to Shirley, but it's like near the river, where the path is down here.
A bit windy down this part.
This is the opposite side of the river.
Right, yeah, what we're on now.
Or the opposite side of the island.
Looking over to the opposite side of the river, yeah.
From the opposite side of the island.
Yeah, we thought we'd walk alongside where the air is and just walk along the island. It's got a footpath. So far, not really much to look at. You can see out from that, it's got a few sandbanks on it. Oh, it looks like there's a static caravan up there, maybe a few. So this looks like a holiday park through the other side of this fence anyway. Looks like we were right. If you don't want to stay on the air,
Lee,
you can stay, there's motorhomes in there, you can stay in there.
I believe so. It looks like a bit of a holiday park, doesn't it?
It does.
But this is the most open bit we could find to show you this side.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be more of the same, and we're just going to keep getting further away.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to turn around.
Yeah, because I'm hungry. I need that baguette. And I'm looking forward to making that and eating it. As well, you've got your standard service area, a drive over.
Not far from the entrance.
Yeah, that's the entrance there. And this is the other side with all your spots. Here she is. I'm going to take off the cameras. Don't need them now. Oh.
Check for crane flies. We had 2 in there.
That's your fear, isn't it?
I hate the things.
Daddy Longlegs.
Or whatever they are. I know the different things, but...
Oh, bit of a tree. I'm going to take that home.
A bit of wind and rain. Last night as well. Yeah, them crane flies, somehow we must have got them in and they must have gone underneath the blinds when I shut them up last night, and then we let them out this morning.
Oh, there's one here, look.
Oh, stop putting near me. Is it open?
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
I'm off in quick before them
Flies get you.
flies get me.
Oh, let me in though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Quick, door. Hands full. And there we are. We're back in the van. Right. Time to settle down for a bit and make this baguette.
Well, good morning. We came back yesterday, just chilled out, and we are now heading off from here. It's not a bad stop, but it has got a walkway for the public straight through it, and it is near a main road, and there's a little bit of noise on the evening from people walking past, which wasn't really a problem. It's just we felt safer putting on the Vanguard, didn't we?
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah. Some of the camping car parks or the airs that we've been on, we felt quite safe and not needed to put it on, but because there was people around, just to be on the safe side, we decided to do it.
Yeah. It's not that it's not, you know, it is safe here, but obviously with a lot of people walking through, we just found it best to put the Vanguardian on.
Better peace of mind to sleep. It helps you sleep better.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I think. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be every little noise. I'd be waking up. But then at least I know I don't have to do that, because I know that anyone touches the van and the alarm's going to go off. So it does make you feel better. So we're going to head up now to the Normandy area, and we'll catch you when we get up there.
Yeah, so we've got about 3 hours and 50-minute drive. This is one of the longest drives, I think, but it's getting back up the top for the next few days.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out.
Well, we made it to our next site.
Yeah, this is a lovely place called Plan du Camping les Deux Rivers, which means 2 rivers. That's what the place looks like. We will show you around in our next vlog.
Yeah.
But it's very nice.
Yes.
The weather's quite good up here as well at the moment. And we've got like I don't know if you're allowed to fish in it. We'll have to find out and tell you on the next vlog. But there is like a river behind us and a lake over there and a castle in the distance.
But we won't give too much away because we'll be exploring that, as Jodie says, on the next vlog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to sort of close this one off here.
Yeah, I think that's enough for this vlog.
Yeah, so we will catch you on the next one. So we'd like to say thank you to everyone that subscribed and supports the channel, all the new subscribers that are following us along, and we will catch you on the next one. So until then, bye.
Au revoir.